In this lesson, we're going to continue working with the BONSAI BIM. And in the previous lesson, I created like a text-to-twist architecture using the wall tools and the slab tool. And so we also added some slope in, and we created this strange shape. And also we worked with the roof, so slab for the pavement and slab for the roof. And let me activate here the screencast keys. So if you press H, you will be able to see through, and you can also like go in the plan view, create also like plan views, elevation views, and everything once we're ready. So right now we're just gonna continue to work in creating other really important elements, architectural elements, fixtures, and also we talked about furniture tool. So we created a couple of furniture, and we can do that by importing 3D models or by also creating 3D models within Blender and just converting into some furniture. Or you can see here you have sanitary, and then you have light fixtures, electric appliances, and geographic element like trees or other types of like landscape design elements rather than like interiors. So we created a couple of these, and then we can recall them once we created them or we import them. We can recall it from the tool in the sidebar, the tool section here. And you can see also we have add void. So everywhere you have the option add void, well, you can create kind of a boolean or like a subtractive shape rather than an additive one. So I can select now this furniture here that I create, and I just need to, and you can see here I have these two ones that I created in the previous lesson. And also we have the height of everything relative to the layer or to the level that we are working. So we have like the bottom of the layer or container or the cursor. But anyway, let's just add. So this is the standard add to the bottom, and that's going to go like exactly where the level is, which in this case is going to be the level 0. And then we're going to work with more layers later on. But in these videos, we're just working on one layer level. And so you can press ask, otherwise you will continue to insert other objects. And also with the armchair, it's a really heavy object. I find this to be really slow and difficult to use. So make sure that you use furniture and objects that are not too heavy. They don't contain too many polygons. Otherwise, you could have problems. Okay, now for some reason the chair went there, but also sometimes the snap could get in the way. So sometimes it's good to have the snap on. Some other times you can turn it off. And so I'm just gonna here select with the move tool the furniture, and I'm going to bring it in the house. And you can see I created more than one, and so just I can just like move and position those with the move, rotate, and scale. Something I cannot do is, sorry, scale. I cannot scale. I just can move and rotate. The scale, well, in this case, should be done with other tools. Okay, so I'm just gonna position this. And also when you need to change something, you want to go in edit mode and item mode. I'm going to show you that later with the void. And you can see everything now is in my story at 0 height from the floor. And here you can see I can keep the count of everything I insert. So that's an important thing about the BIM. We can keep the count and make calculation later. And also see if there is something, well, not right. You can see that some chair went right there where the cursor is. For some reason, the cursor is really far. So I'm gonna delete those, select and delete. And be careful with the cursor. So if you wanna edit the cursor, you can just move it like this. And if you wanna bring it to the origin, or you can snap it somewhere, that's where the things will go when you create them, and also like the void. So if you do Shift S, you can change the position. You can also put it back in the origin. So cursor to world origin will bring back the cursor to its original position. And then make sure you exit the cursor command. Otherwise, you will be continuing to, you see, moving the cursor. So let me bring it back, Shift S, bring it back, and then just select move or select command because they are the less like intrusive, the less invasive. And that's it. So then I have slab, the walls, and everything. Everything is, taken into account in that kind of takeoff. So we can check everything anytime. Okay, now you can also search for IFC 3D models directly on the web. You could find them in many websites. So this is one, for example. It's called Market BIM Smith. But this is just an example. Just by searching like this, you will find a lot of websites that will give you IFC models, or you can also create them in Blender as we saw. But there are so many things out there you can use, so why not try to look for what we're looking for in the specific. And also you can find converters that will convert 3D files into IFC format, and also the opposite. So that's just a suggestion if you want to continue here to create more furniture, etc., etc. Now, before we move on, I want to show you also some other structural elements. For example, the pillar or column and the beam, and similar. So this is really simple to use. You can just, well, every time you don't have something, you can do a quick creation, and usually it's going to be a standard column. In this case, a standard element. So it's going to be a square profile column that you can then position anywhere you want. I'm just going to position here on the outside just to show you. And then I can continue to position more. Again, I can use the grid. I can use other tools that I already have in Blender. I'm just going to position here 2 pillars, and then I want to connect them with the beam just to show you this other way to create structure. So there's the beam. And again, we don't have any beam available. So first of all, you need to go out, so deselect anything, and then create a new IFC beam type like this. Or so you can create it going through all this process, or you can go up and do quick create the beam type. So you have these 2 options. So this is not so difficult as well, and I'm going to show you this later also with the doors and the windows. So okay, and there you go. As you can see, it's a standard beam, again a square profile beam. And then I'm going to put this on the top. So you can see I can snap, and now the snap is really useful because I can put it on the top. Okay, and you can see this works on the axis. So now it's not centered, but anytime you can use the alignment. So select with the shift key the object where you want to align, and then click the central alignment in this case. And also we have this connection that you can fix with the puts join and the meter join. So these are 2 types of fixing the corners. You don't want to have like overlapping geometry. Always fix corners and anything that overlaps with this type of joints. And that's it. So we already talked about furnishing. Let's move on and let's work with some voids. So I'm gonna unhide, Alt H to unhide everything. And I want to create the first void on the roof. So you can see that also here I have add void. So wherever you find this button, add void, it means you can also create kind of a Boolean subtraction. So a subtractive shape, a subtractive volume that will remove parts of that object. So now there's the first one. It's a little cube. It goes where the cursor is, as you may see. And then you can just move it around. So if you use the move tool, you can move it around. You can snap it around to the various phases of the object you're working with, or you can just deactivate the snap again if they are, annoying you for some reason. Or you can just use on the item section here, the sidebar, you can use the position on the X, the epsilon, and the Z. You can use definitely the side view, so the elevation view. It's really useful because you can definitely see where that is going to go. And that's, you can press OK and define the opening, and there you go. It's going to cut through the roof in like that. Now this is, I think it's about 50 centimeters cut, but you can, anytime you can edit that. So you can toggle